Hey everybody, this is Tommy G,
And PJ.
and we are coming to you live here from Salt Lake City. Pete, Salt Lake City, a city we're both familiar with. I got a transport company up here, and we're got a garage in the area. Beautiful place. We came up here actually talked to these guys about maybe being announcing here, but we picked Arizona instead.
Yes, sir, we did. But it is a beautiful town, like you said, Tom.
Yep, lots to do here, and it'll be good to catch the game against this brand new team, the the Warblers. And speaking of brand new, the stadium. There's a few new stadiums in the league, and actually, there's four new stadiums. Two are not new. They're older buildings, but they're new to the league, and two of them are brand new. The one we were at in Houston the other day, the Tiger Den, and this one here at Big Sky, just near the airport in Salt Lake.
Yeah, it's a beautiful stadium. I'm looking forward to our first opportunity to see the inside of the place.
Yeah, well, it's got that smell again too, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It was our first game on the road here. Looking at what we have to expect, these are the brand new Warblers team. Pete, and the Warblers are one of the four new expansion teams, and so far, what a stat! This team has never lost a game in franchise history.
No, yeah, it's true. Very true.
So we're going a team that's 2-0 on the season, going up against a team that's 0-2. And when you look a little bit closer at the roster for the Birds, there's some impressive names on there. It'll be neat to see these guys take the field.
Yeah, well, from what I recall of again, we just have the highlights of their first two games. They were low-scoring affairs, so it seems as though there's a possibility that these Warblers are can keep scores low and keep the ball in the park. So I'll be interested in seeing what they look like on the field.
Yeah, so you can tell here the Warblers play now. The first two games for the Beewolves were against teams in the other conference. Teams they're only going to see once this whole season. So they played the Freedom and lost, played the Arctics and lost. It's their first internal conference game, playing against a Curiosity Division team, the Warblers. This is a team they're going to see twice this year, Pete.
Yep, that's what they'll do. They'll see it.
Nothing more to say there.
That's right.
And which looks to be, it could be a good division. The Warblers and the Wideloads are two of the four teams that are 2-0 on the season. And there you go.
Yeah. So who are you saying we were going to face twice?
The Warblers will face. We're going to play them out here in Salt Lake once, and we're going to bring them back to Arizona, play them another time down there at some point during the season.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I kind of got lost looking at the schedule, and I don't see us playing the Warblers a second time.
We should. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. I think we do, but it's possible we don't. I'll look into that in a minute. Now the Beewolves, on the other hand, like you said, struggling.
Yes.
When you look at the team stats, not a whole lot going on there. As far as hits go, I think you said there's only 4 players that got hit. So this basically not a whole lot to expect. Low expectations will make you happy every time.
That's true. Yeah, as you said, this may not be the best time to go up against the Warblers, as their first two pitchers have all but stymied their opposing the opposing teams, and the Beewolves have done a pretty good job of keeping themselves out of it. Billy LeBoink leads the club with three hits in the first two games, followed closely by Buster Biggs and Gina Torrens, both of them with 2, and then Magic Moore rounding out with only 1 hit. Dexteras 0 for 8, Kingman 0 for 8, Bertha Banks 0 for 5. She was injured in the last game, so we'll have to take a look at the injury report and see if whether or not she's going to be able to come back. Johnson Swanson, the catcher, 0 for 6. So offensively, this team couldn't get any worse than they're currently playing.
Well, before we dig into tonight much further, we got 7 games to tell you the scores. So, Pete, why don't you give us the score on the first one, and we'll alternate from there.
Okay. First one is the Burners and the Freebooters. The Freebooters take it 4-1.
Grapplers are at the Jacks, and the Jacks won 5-0 at home.
Outlaws and the Freebooters. The Freebooters on a roll here. Pick this one up 6-1.
Good for the Booters. The Wide Loads visit the Water Bullets. Oh, and the Bullets come back and win 7-6 late.
The Grapplers and the Philadelphia Freedom. It's back and forth, but the Freedoms take control and win it 8-3.
Blowfish visit the Hot Corners, and it's all Blowfish, 6-1.
Heaters and the Nemesis. The Nemesis out to an early lead, and they just build on it and win 10-0.
So the stats changed just slightly after that. Coming up into this game, the Blowfish are 2-1, Freedom 2-1. They're winning. They're taking the Pathfinder division, the Uncharted division. You got the Pigs and the Platypi are leading that by one apiece. And
look at the run differential for the Platypi though. Oh. I noticed that after our last game, you were saying how the Beewolves had the worst run differential, and in reality, it was the Platypi. They just weren't in last place. You would generally assume the person with the worst run differential would be in last place. But the Platypi weren't, and they were at -10 then, too. And I noticed that the Grapplers have taken over the lead for worst run differential, followed closely behind by the Heaters.
Boy, and they're wrapping up the Pioneer Conference. The Arctics are still in first place, 2-0. But the Booters coming back in a second. How about the Explorer Conference?
Over in the Explorer Conference, we got the Seafarer Division, which is being fronted by the Front Runners, who are undefeated on the season. They're 2-0 with a +6 run differential. Down in the Trade Division, the Nemesis and the Water Bullets are knotted up at the top, with a record of 2-1. Nemesis with a +8 run differential, while the Water Bullets just behind them with a +7. And then, of course, our Beewolves, 0-2 on the season. A game and a half out of first place with a -9 rough run differential. And then finishing out the Explorer Conference in the Curiosity Division, these Warblers maintain a half-game lead by virtue of their having one less game played. The Warblers are 2-0 with a +2 rough run differential, while the Wide Loads sit just a half game behind them with a record of 2-1 and a +9. Boy, that's going to be a very interesting division, because the Wide Loads look like they can hang it on you, while the Warblers, they're going to be hard to hit. So that's going to be an interesting playoff division if we can get into that.
That's true. Boy, and then there's some company at the bottom here. The Beewolves are tied with the Overdogs 0-2, the Buzzards 0-2, and boy, the Grapplers are just down 3 of their first 3. That's got it tough for those New York fans. It
certainly is. But, this at this point in the season, you're only 2.5 games out. That run differential is a little ominous, but you can always turn that around.
Yeah. Speaking of ominous, let's take a look at this game, Pete. You got the Beewolves, the balanced team of 0-2 against the Warblers, who are bullpen beasts at 2-0.
Yes.
And the pitching matchup, the Beewolves are going to put Frangipani out there. Frangipani has not yet played this season, but she's already been making improvements, working out. She's got a little bit more velocity on her pitch, which is her best trait. A little bit of junk, and she's okay at accuracy, but she's showing she's ready to get out there and give it a shot, the right-handed pitcher, and hopefully she can do so. Go several innings here this third game.
And I'm looking forward to seeing Japani. I mean, I've actually been as unimpressed with the offense as I have been. I've been really impressed with the pitching, something that they're not really supposed to have a great, although their rotation is pretty strong. But we saw a little bit of Beavis Ortiz in the last game, and I kind of wish we would have seen more. He, again, was carted off in the second inning after taking a shot to the chops. So I'm looking forward to seeing Japani. I'm hoping we're going to see some new things. Like you said, there was a little bit of player development we got going on there, and so she's got a little bit extra on a little extra sauce on her pitches there. So it's going to be nice to see Japani.
What can you tell me about the Warbler starter, Pete?
I can tell you his name is Maurice Gutierrez, and he is a left-handed pitcher. This, along with Japani, this is his first appearance. Obviously, most teams have a 4-man rotation, and this only being the third game, we still have at least one more pitcher that probably hasn't played yet. Gutierrez is a left-handed pitcher, as I said. He does not have a lot of velocity, and his junk is only about middling. It's nothing to write home about. He can move the ball, but nothing to write home about. And his accuracy is less than average. So he he may be the weak link in the Warbler pitching staff. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that, Tom.
Well, I see that there the one thing that the Warblers struggle with is contact. They've got some good power, but generally speaking, the team has a problem with contact. So hopefully we could play that to our advantage.
Yeah, and again, that goes back to Japani. So hoping that we can get a good outing from Japani. She can keep her pitch count low and go deep into the game. I think that bodes well for the Beewolves. What?
How about the notable players on the Wolves?
The Beewolves' notable players, well, to date, there are none. Buster Biggs in left field, he's hitting 286 with a home run.
Touché.
And he's, I believe, the only run that the Beewolves have scored so far this season. I believe in the first two games, Beewolves have given up 10 runs while only scoring 1 run. So again, Buster Biggs has the honor of holding that title. Hanley Dexteras, the superstar shortstop, hitting 0. Kobe Kingman, the power hitting first baseman, hitting 0. So again, there's these are your stars. This is who you expect to see some big things out of. And I guess we're still waiting for them. But as we move into the third game of the season, there really has not been much to write home about.
That's kind of sad. Two of your notable players are tense and have a 0 average in the third game.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to mention that Dexteras and Kingman are both gripping the bat a little bit tighter because they have struggled at the plate.
Yeah.
How about over there on the Warblers, Tom?
Well, I'll tell you all about that. What I know, and what I know is what you see. So it looks like no home runs on the notable players here, but you got Roosevelt at second base, who's mostly a power hitter, but got good contact and speed. Hugh Erickson at third, and he's hitting 250 on this season. Hugh Erickson at third base, got good power, good contact, good speed. That seems to be a theme there. So he's hitting 375. And then E-Chops in center field, really good power, and okay at contact and good speed, but he's only hitting 143.
Yeah, like you said, just a precursory glance at these Warblers. We're going to have to be aware when somebody gets on base that the catcher, Johnson Swanson, is going to have to be on his toes.
He is. Look at the starting lineup here now for the Beewolves. And by the way, I learned the Beewolf is an actual thing.
Is it?
It's a killer wasp. It preys on bees and other insects. But yeah,
like the murder hornet.
Yeah, sort of. That's nice. Anyway, there may be some changes to the lineup here, Pete.
Okay.
And I'll discuss some of this with you. I don't even know what these icons on the right mean with the glove out there. Do you know what that means?
I don't see him.
Glove, yeah, well, there's a glove out by somebody's name, and I don't know what that means. But starting...
My battery's going to die. That's why I turned off. I was monitoring your broadcast.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at team stats real quick. Billy LeBoink in left field, he's 3 for 7, so I think LeBoink's going to stay in there at right field. Hanley Dexteras at shortstop, he's playing a little bit tight. I think we're going to leave Hanley in, right? I think he's going to stay in there because he's just got to get back to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I said, he is the all-star shortstop, so,
Yeah. Now, how about Kobe Kingman? We got Ruby Green who plays first base. I don't know if we want to give her an option to play here.
Well, she took over for, was it Bertha Banks at...
I was going to say, first of all, we need to sub out Bertha Banks because she's strained.
Okay.
So Bertha's going to come out. And, secondary position, that's going to have to be Ruby Green. She's going to have to play third base, so she's not going to play first base.
So Kingman's got to stay in.
Right. If Kingman came out, there's a couple people who have secondary positions there. Steve Monstour can play first base. He's our backup catcher.
Okay.
That might not be a bad move for the team if they were gonna, throw a curveball there.
Yeah.
Buster Biggs stays in. Gina Torrens at second base. That's good. Magic Moore in center field. If Magic Moore to get Benny Ballmer could come in for Magic Moore, or Pork Foster.
Let's try Benny Ballmer. I don't think we've seen him yet this year.
Benny Ballmer? All right. So they're going to switch center field. And then do we want to sit Kingman in this game?
Yeah, why don't we? Because he is tense. So we'll put Monstour in there, and hopefully we can get Kingman in maybe a pinch hitting situation, and hopefully he'll get out of his slump.
All right. So it looks like this, Pete. We got Billy LeBoink playing right field for the Beewolves. He's doing all right. Hanley Dexteras, even though he's tense, and he's 0 for 8, I think you said. Yeah. He's staying in there at shortstop till he figures out what's going on with him. Coming in for Kingman, we're going to have Steve Monstour. Normally a catcher, he's going to be playing at first base. He's got good enough fielding, I think. He's on, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. Buster Biggs going to be playing in left field as usual. Second base, Gina Torrens as usual. Benny Ballmer's coming in place of Magic Moore. We're going to see if Ballmer can add a little bit of something to this. Ruby Green going to be playing at third base in relief of Banks, who hurt herself in their last game. Actually, she made a nice dive to knock the ball over to Dexteras, but she landed on that wrist, and that's really what hurt her. Yeah. Johnson Swanson behind the plate. He's well. He's not entirely fit, but he's well, so we'll keep an eye on him. And starting on the mound, starting pitcher Fran Giappani. And it looks like we're ready for game time. Pete, you ready to call this thing?
I'm ready to call this thing. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Monstour went yard in the exhibition season. So
he did.
I'm hoping this bodes good things. We're going to Big Sky Ballpark in Salt Lake City.
St. Lake Salty.
Salty Lake St. Nicholas. I don't know. The Warblers have Roosevelt at second base, Erickson at third base, Lewis in right field, and he's feeling tense. Chops in center field, Schaefer at short, Turnip in left field, Haley at first base, Person in catching, and Gutierrez pitching. Coming up in the top of the first, Billy LeBoink, Hanley Dexteras, Steve Monstour, Maurice Gutierrez takes the mound for his first, that's a Colorado flag, for the first start. Very cool. Billy LeBoink hitting 429.
LeBoink comes up, likes the high pitch. 429 on the season, which is pretty good for these Beewolves, who don't have a great average there. It's 2 strikes quick off the bat. First no swing, and then the second the swing. It drifts in there high. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. Top of the first. Our first look. Brush back. First look at these Warblers. That one he reaches out to grab, and it goes up to the middle. Roosevelt grabs it at second, throws him out at first. Way to get the pitch count up, though.
Yeah, Hanley Dexteras, the superstar shortstop. He's tense, but feeling fit. He's going to take a first look at Gutierrez. First pitch is in there for a called strike. 1 out, top of the first. No score. That one's inside, 1-1. A smash through the hole between first and second, and Dexteras is standing on first with a single.
Very right.
Yeah.
Way to break the seal, Dexteras.
All right.
Steve Monstour up for the first time in the regular season. Monstour got a 0 batting average. And lofts in there for a ball. 1-0 the count. You got good speed with Dexteras at first base. That one's in there for the strike. There goes Monstour for second. Oh, they're going to get him in the rundown. And they caught him. Doggone it. He gets on base, and they got him in the rundown and took him down. Now there's 2 strikes, 1-2 the count. That one's way outside. 2 apiece. 2 outs. All 3, full count, top of the first. Batter walked. There you go. Walking for good patience there by Monstour. They got another batter at the plate.
All right, Buster Biggs, the left fielder, he's hitting 286 with a home run and an RBI. Monstour standing at first. He's only got about average speed. A swing and a miss by Biggs. He was out in front of that one. 0-1. 2 outs. Popped up to the second baseman, who's underneath it, and Roosevelt makes the catch to retire the side. 1 hit for the Beewolves. Coming up in the bottom of the first, Milk Roosevelt, Uriel Erickson, and Ash Lewis. Going to take a first look at Fran Giappani. This is Giappani's first start this season. Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman's hitting 250 on the season with 2 RBIs.
250.
Giappani first delivers low, ball 1. She throws a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball. That one's in there for a called strike. A slider, a curveball, and a changeup. Japani delivers. That one's popped up behind home plate. Johnson Swanson gets back, but it's out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Roosevelt. Japani looks in, delivers, and that's a shot to left field. Oh, and it's off the wall. And corralled and quickly turned in, but that's a double for Roosevelt.
Number 30.
Uriel Erickson, the third baseman, milked Roosevelt with a long double off the wall in left field. First offering from Japani's ball 1.
That's down.
Second one's down. 2-0. Local Airlines. Get miles higher. Allen's in there for a called strike. 2-1. Milk Roosevelt standing at second. He's got some speed.
That's inside.
Allen's inside. 3-1. Japani has fallen behind Erickson. No outs. There's a smash into right field. And it's over his head. Getting the ball in quickly to second base. Oh, no.
Oh, he ran home.
And Ruby Green was unable to corral the ball, which allowed Roosevelt to cross the plate. And the Warblers take a 1-0 lead. And Erickson standing on second. No outs. Erickson at second. Again, this Warbler team has a lot of speed on the base pass. That one's low. Ball 1. 1-0. That's popped up behind the plate. Johnson Swanson is out. Camps out underneath it. Makes the catch for the first out.
First out, wow.
Edwin Chops, number 6, the center fielder. He's hitting 143 on the young season. Again, Erickson standing on second. We can't forget about him. That one's low. Ball 1. 1-0. 1 out. Warblers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. That one's in there for cold strike. 1-1. Japani's at 13 pitches in the first inning. That one's fouled off along the first base line, and Chops finds himself in the hole. 1-2. That one's in there for a called third strike. Chops goes down on strikes. 2 outs.
Number 21.
2 outs, and Barney Schaefer, number 21, the shortstop, steps in. Japani delivers the first one in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's inside. 1-1. Schaefer's hitting 250 on the young season. Allen's fouled off along the first baseline, and Schaefer now is in the hole. 1-2. 2 outs. Japani leaves that one inside. Evens up the count. 2-2. There's a shot into the gap between first and second.
The point's going home.
Oh, not in time, and Erickson was able to score from second, making the score 2-1. Schaefer is standing at first. 2 outs. Schaefer at first. Schaefer does not have a lot of speed. Baller Turnip, the left fielder, is in. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1. That's in there for a called strike. 0-2. Turnip in the hole. There's a ground ball to Ruby Green. Picks it up, makes the throw to Bon Stewart first to retire the sides. But the Warblers hang 2 on the Beewolves, making it 2-0. Gina Torrens, Benny Balmer, and Ruby Green going to take a look at Maurice Gutierrez. He's thrown 16 pitches, walked 1, and given up a hit.
The second baseman, Gina Torrens.
Gina Torrens, the second baseman.
Got good contacts. Hitting 286, Pete. Swing and a miss. Fan on that one. 0-1 the count. That one's on the inside corner. Ball 1. Good eye by Torrens there. The left-handed batter. Takes the next pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. That one's on the inside corner. She goes down on 4 pitches. Didn't like that.
No, that last one looked a little inside. Benny Balmer, the left fielder, he's feeling neutral and fit. 1 out. That one's high. Ball 1. Gutierrez. There's a high fly ball into right field. Lewis is under it, makes the catch for the second out.
The third baseman.
Come on,
Ruby Green.
Beewolves. Ruby Green comes up. She's yet to get on base this season. 2 outs, swing, and she smashes that, but it goes right to the third baseman, Erickson, who gets her for the 3rd out. Doggone.
Yep, we're seeing these offensive woes continuing here. Lennox Haley, Hubbub Person, and Maurice Gutierrez, the pitcher, going to come up in the bottom of the 2nd. Japani's thrown 23 pitches.
Well, it'll be good if she just gets out of the inning without giving up 2 more runs. Lennox Haley comes up hitting .333. That's a good average. She's got a whole lot of power, does Lennox. Left-handed batter, standing there getting ready to take one out. First pitch a slider, inside corner, misses. Ball 1, 1-0 count. That one's on the outside corner, changeup. Comes in there, strike 1. 1 apiece. Bottom of the 2nd, 2-0 Warblers already. Ooh, a swing and a miss on the rising fastball, the outside corner. 1-2 the count. The guy, fan behind there, is ready for this pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Way to go. Good strikeout there by Japan.
The catcher, number 46.
Hubbub Person's only doing 167 on the season. He's not a bad hitter, not a great hitter. The right-handed batter up there with the protective cage. Watches the first pitch come in, ball 1. Good eye. Low pressure situation here. Japani puts that one to second base. Torrens picks it up. Double pump throw to first for the 2nd out.
The pitcher, number 42.
Maurice Gutierrez. Not a great hitter as most pitchers aren't, but he does have some power, as his team has. Fans are really into it here. First pitch inside corner, ball 1. Second pitch, ooh, on the outside corner, misses. So ball 2, 2-0 count. Just a little careful. That one's right in there for strike 1. 2-1 the crowd. 2 down, 1 more to go. Bonnie's throwing her 33rd pitch right here in the 2nd inning. Pulls that one foul down the right side. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Japani to end the side.
No, there was a ground ball to Torrens at 2nd. But yeah, 2 out of the 3. Johnson Swanson, the catcher, Fran Japani, the pitcher, and Billy LeBoink, leadoff hitter, going to face Gutierrez. Johnson Swanson's hitting 0 so far on this young season. Gutierrez throws a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball. There's a swing and a miss by Swanson. A slider, a curveball, and a change. That one's in there for a called 2nd strike. 0-2 Swanson in the hole. That one's low. 1-2. Good eye, Swanson. That one's fouled off along the 3rd baseline. 1-2. Outside, 2-2.
Oh,
swing and a miss. It's a wild pitch. And he's safe at first. All right. Pass ball. We'll take it.
Yeah, we usually don't get those ones. We had one against us in that last game, Pete. Brad Japani, the pitcher, comes up. And he's running for 2nd. Oh, but she fouls it off down the right side. 0-1 the count. That one, she pops up in the left field. It's a fly ball. It's going to be an easy catch, I think, by Turnip for the 1st out.
Now batting the right fielder.
Billy LeBoink, 0 for 1 on the day, but he's hitting .375 on the season. Johnson Swanson at first base. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's
going for 2nd.
Ouch.
Tagged out. Oh, they can't get that steal, Pete.
No, sir. There's a shot into left field into Turnip. He makes the corrals the ball, gets it into 2nd, but a clean single by LeBoink makes that steal attempt really silly. If we would have just left it.
Dexter's up now hoping to move the runner a little bit, get some offense here. He crushes that one, but it's a line drive right to Roosevelt, and he's out before he's halfway to first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, we're showing some signs of life, but not a lot. Milk Roosevelt 1 for 1 with a double. Uriel Erickson 1 for 1 with a double, and Ash Lewis 0 for 1. Japani's thrown 34 pitches and got 3 strikeouts.
The 2nd baseman, number 23.
Number 23. Milk Roosevelt hitting .333. He's 1 for 1 on the day. That offering is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Japani delivers the 2nd pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Roosevelt in the hole, 0-2. Oh, it's a pass ball. 1-2. And there's a shot straight through right field. And LeBoink is camped underneath it at the warning track. Makes the catch to retire Roosevelt. Uriel Erickson. Boy, these things they're scary. They're scary.
Yeah.
One out, Uriel Erickson, the third baseman, steps in. The first offering from Japani's a little inside, ball one. 1-0. Oh, what's going on with the catchers today, Tommy?
I don't know.
That one gets past Johnson Swanson. 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1, 1 out, bottom of the third. Fouled off. Just got enough of it to foul it off along the first baseline. 2-2. Giovanni delivers. There's a smash to join. Oh, Torrens
misses it.
Wrong button. Missed the ball. It rolls into center field. Uriel Erickson with a single. 1 out single. Ash Lewis, number 5, the right fielder. He steps in. Erickson standing at first. First pitch from Japani's in there for a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ooh. Pickoff attempt over at first. And Monstour had trouble corralling it. So, but luckily he kept the ball in front of him. That one's fouled off. 0-2. 1 out. Ash Lewis waiting for the pitch. Inside. 1-2. Lewis is hitting 111 on the young season, and he's tense. That one's outside. 2-2. Japani has evened up the count. There's a shot into right field, and it's picked up and thrown to Ruby Green over at third to hold the runners to first and second. Center fielder Edwin Chops is up. 1 out. Runners at first and second. First offering from Japani's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's shot to Monstour, who makes the catch. And then a foot race to first, but the runner was able to get back. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Barney Schaefer, the shortstop, is up. There's a ground ball to Gutierrez. How? Dexteris flips the ball to second, and somehow they didn't get the runner from first, who doesn't have a lot of speed, but okay. Bases loaded on what would be a fielding error. That's a strike. There's a...
good grab by Green. They're going to get nobody.
And another run scores. The bases stay loaded on an infield hit. Yeah. Lennox Haley, the first baseman. Warblers with a 3-0 lead. 2 outs. First offering to Haley is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's a shot.
Yeah!
A diving catch by Hanley Dexteris to retire the sides, but they pick up one more, making the score 3-0 Warblers. The Warblers have out-hit the Beewolves 6-2. Steve Monstour, Buster Biggs, and Gina Torrens are going to come up and get a second look at Gutierrez.
Now batting, the first baseman, Steve Monstour.
Monstour walked his first time up. Gutierrez has thrown 35 pitches. That one's in there for a called strike. That one's outside. Ball 1, 1-1. That second one floats in for a called second strike. Fouled off along the first base line. 1-2. That one was inside. Evens up the count. 2-2. And then Gutierrez goes outside for a ball. 3-2. Fouled off along the first base line. 3-2 still. That one's in there for a called third strike. Down goes Monstour.
I thought it was high.
I did too. I agree with you.
Buster Biggs, so for 1 of the day, 250 on the season. Ooh, he wanted that one. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one's outside. He pushes it, and it's going to land in there, Pete. down the third base line to left field, and he had a good single. Way to go, Biggs.
All right, Biggs. Now stepping in, Gina Torrens, 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .250 on the season. Buster Biggs standing at first base, 1 out in the top of the 4th. There's a shot, deep center field. Not deep enough. It's going to be caught at the warning path. Biggs gets back to first. 2 outs.
Oh, God. She wanted that one.
She gave it a good ride.
Benny Ballmer 0 for 1. Looking at first base. Takes the first pitch in the first strike. 0-1 the count. Top of the 4th, 3-0 Warblers. Beewolves trying to put something on here. Reaches out and gets that 0-2. He's quickly down. There's the pitch. Oh my gosh, right off the face. Another pitcher. Oh, and he just makes it to first, but that's going to end the game for
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, yeah. Substitution. Boy, and he already had a boxer's mug to begin with. Gutierrez
Yes, sir.
Out. And in comes Frederick Wells, the relief pitcher.
Yes, and this may actually work to their favor because Gutierrez is only a C-rated pitcher while Frederick Wells is a B-. Wells has a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. There's a double switch. They'll be pulling Baylor Turnip, the left fielder, and they're going to put in Pewter Fisher because I believe it's in Pewter Fisher's contract. And every time they bring in a new pitcher, he's got to come in.
They tried to pick him off at the second.
All right, so we got runners at first and second with 2 outs. There's a hard hit fly ball into foul territory, out of play. All right, so it's 0-1 with 2 outs. Top of the 4th, Warblers with a 3-0 lead. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ruby Green is in the hole, 0-2. That's a high fly ball, and it's fair. And everybody's running. Everybody should be running. Everybody should be running. And he's in. Hit the wrong button, and everybody ran backwards.
They misplayed it at home plate, and she came in, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Comes up. He's not doing well. Swing and a miss, strike 1. But the Beewolves are on the board for the first time.
Oh, come on.
Down 0-2. And there it is. Oh, hits that one right back to the mound. We're going to get another run. Look at that. Johnson, Swanson. They just go for 1. They hold him up at third base. They got a runner at the corners. And it's a 3-2 game, Pete.
Yes, sir. Finally, the Beewolves are starting to put something together. Japani 0 for 1. 2 outs. Men in first and third. There's a shot into center field. Everybody's safe. The game is tied up. 3-3 Japani helping her own cause with an RBI.
All of a sudden, the Beewolves making offense here. It's a tie game. And Billy LeBoyt's he's 1 for 2 on the day. And he smashes one, but it's going to fade foul. And it'll be a souvenir, Pete. 0-1 the count. That was, whoa. Ooh, that one hits him in the hip. And we got the bases loaded.
Hanley Dexteras, here we go. 1 for 2 with a single. He's hitting 100 on the day. Wells is getting the early hook. He's rattled already, and they're going to bring in Nico Dickerson. Nico Dickerson, the relief pitcher, he's got better than average velocity, less than average junk, but his accuracy is pinpoint. He is BBB. He's
it's easy for you to say.
Yes, it is. He is walk prone. He throws a 4-seam fastball and a curveball, a cut fastball, and a changeup. And he's going to be looking at Hanley Dexteras, the shortstop. First one's in there for called strike. No balls. There's a ground ball to the second baseman, and he picks it up, throws it to first to retire the sides. But the Beewolves, with a rare offensive explosion of 3 runs, they out-hit the Warblers 7-6. Hubbub Person, Pewter Fisher, and Milk Roosevelt going to face Fran Japani, has thrown 55 pitches.
The catcher, number 46.
All right, Fran Japani getting ready to throw her 56th pitcher. She's still got some gas in the tank, and she's still got some good velocity. Hubbub Person takes the first pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. It's a whole new game, Pete, and Japani's hopefully got her mojo back. Throws that curveball a little bit low. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Bottom of the 4th, it's a tie game. That one's hit down the line. fair ball. Monsteur's going to get it and toss it to Japani for the first down. Good play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm seeing some good defense.
27.
Peter Fisher coming up. It's his first at bat. He came in relief. He's a good contact hitter. Takes a high arcing pitch, misses, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Good pitching here by Japani, who gets a low inside fastball for strike 1. 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, 3 apiece. Oh, that was an inside fastball, and he gets all of it deep and hangs it left way back there. A home run for his first at bat. What an addition. He hit that ball 411 feet. It's his first home run and first RBI of the season. 411 feet. Warblers go up 4-3. Mike Roosevelt comes up, the second baseman. He's 1 for 2 on the day, hitting 300. Bonnie's got to be careful. He's got great power. There's a nice curve in there. Strike 1. 0 on the count. She's got ahead of him. Ooh, anticipated that one. And 1 apiece. Anticipated that one, but he misses. Outfield's going deep on Roosevelt. That one's on the outside corner. Strike 2. 2 apiece. 1 out. Hoping to get a strike on him here. Japani's throwing a 66 pitch. Oh, fooled him on that curveball inside and the strikeout. Well done. 2 down. Ariel Jackson, 2 for 2, 500. Feeling well. Takes the first pitch, a fastball, the inside corner. Strike 1. The right-hander looking at Japani. Japani looking back. Delivers. That one's a little high. Ball 1. 1 apiece. Looking for a signal from Johnson. Swanson gets it, throws the curveball in there, makes a strike. 1 and 2. She's got 1 more left. Maybe she's going to be chasing some junk here. Ooh, low, and he doesn't go for it. 2 apiece, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pete, is that 3 strikeouts?
4.
4.
Steve Monstour, Buster Biggs, Gina Torrance going to come up in the top of the 5th. Nico Dickerson's thrown 2 pitches. Warblers go up 4-3. Both teams have 7 hits.
Now batting, the first
Monstour, the catcher. Well, he's playing first base today. 0 for 1 with a walk.
He is. He's got good power, and he's more than usual, Monstour. Smashes that one, but it goes straight up. It's drifting, coming down, third baseman underneath it. Erickson.
Now batting,
Balls.
the left fielder.
Buster Biggs, 1 for 2 with a single. He's hitting .333 with a home run and an RBI this season. Nico Dickerson's only thrown 3 pitches. First one swung and a miss. 0-1. That offering's inside. 1-1. Low and outside. 2-1. That's a ground ball back to Dickerson, the pitcher. Picks it up and throws it to Hanley at first.
The second baseman, Gina Torrance.
Gina Torrance come up. She's 0 for 2. It's time for her to do something. Hopefully get the Beewolves back on the board here and even this thing up. Drifting pitch. It looked inside, but strike 1. 0-1 the count. That one's in the same spot, but now it's a ball. 1 apiece. That one's outside. She reaches out and she hits it, pushes it to the third baseman, Erickson, and throws her out. 3 down.
3 up, 3 down. We don't want to see that. We got to get Dickerson throwing more pitches. Ash Lewis, Edwin Chops, and Barney Schaefer. Japani's at 71 pitches. He got 5 strikeouts and given up 7 hits.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Ash Lewis. He's tense on the day. He's got better contact against right-handed pitchers. He's playing right field for the Warblers. He's hitting 200 on the season. The first offering's inside. Ball 1. Bottom of the 5th. Fouled off along the third baseline. 1-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Warblers holding on to a 4-3 lead. That one's outside. 2-1. Snowboarding addiction treatment. If you got the addiction, we got the treatment. That one's low. Ball 3. 3-1. Japani has fallen behind Lewis. That one's fouled off. 3-2. No outs. Bottom of the 5th. Japani delivers, and he fouls it off. 3-2. We'll do it again. She's up at 77 pitches. She delivers and in there for a called strike. 6 strikeouts on the day for Japani, but I don't think she's going to go very much longer. Edwin Chops, the A- center fielder. He is tense, feeling fit. And Japani delivers in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Chops plays center fielder for the Warblers. The Warblers. Allen's in there for called second strike. 0-2. Chops hasn't gotten the bat off his shoulder just yet. There's a shot to Torrens at second. Makes the catch on the fly. Barney Schaefer, the shortstop, number 31. Schaefer hitting 300. There's a shot to Torrens. She knows just what to do with it. She picks it up, makes the throw to Monstour at first to retire the side. Ooh. Coming up, top of the sixth, Benny Ballmer, Ruby Green, and Johnson Swanson. Nico Dickerson's only thrown 10 pitches in his inning and two-third appearance.
Now batting, the center fielder, Benny Ballmer.
Benny Ballmer, the center fielder. There's a shot. To Roosevelt at second, and reaches the glove out and is able to corral the ball. Ruby Green stepping
around. Ruby Green 1 for 2. Good power, good contact. 250 on the season. That one outside corner, ball 1. That one she pushes and let's go. Schaefer shortstop dives, makes it. And gets her. Oh my gosh, Pete. What a play.
Johnson Swanson, the catcher, 1 for 2 with a single. He's got an RBI. Hitting 125 on the season. That one's low, ball 1. Top of the sixth. Swanson swings and misses. 1-1. 2 outs. Top of the sixth. Swanson makes connection to the third baseman, picks it up, and he overthrows the ball. And Swanson's going to take second base on the overthrow. Fran Giappani, the starting pitcher. Yeah, she's upwards of 80 pitches.
Wow. Good luck there by Swanson, who gets, I think it's the second lucky play of the day. He's at second base now. And it looks like Giappani's going to come out. She's pitched a great game. They're looking for the pinch hitter who may be able to get Swanson home. And Magic Moore's the one to come out, the pinch hitter. He's got good contact against left-handed pitchers. This is a righty, but we'll see. Oh, and he smashes it, Pete. It's going to right to center field. And everybody's running around. The run's coming. Why is... Oh, only the lead runner. That should have been a double.
Yeah, button is for everybody. Trigger is just for the individual.
Okay. Well, they got the run home, folks. He got a tying RBI run.
Billy LeBoink stepping in. Right fielder, Billy LeBoink. He's locked in. Swing and a miss. Steve Monstour is taking off for second. But LeBoink grounds out to the third baseman. Magic Moore. Can we do we can't do a double switch, can we? Not from here, can we? No. Okay, so Magic Moore. I think we're going to go Tats Belfour. Tats Belfour has seen a lot of action so far this season. Nico Dickerson, the relief pitchers, be up first. Lennox Haley and Hubbub Person going to face Tats Belfour.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 47.
All right. Tats Belfour hasn't thrown in this game yet, but he's a little bit tired. He's thrown already this season. Let's first pitch in there for a strike. We'll see what he can do. Both of these batters, let's see. BB Prone swings on the inside corner. He's going to get that to Gina Torrens. He's going to one pump through to Monstour. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20.
Lennox Haley, sorry. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner. Strike 1 on 1 count. Medium pressure situation here now. Bottom of the 6th. It's even up 4 apiece. Warblers, Beewolves. That one is low. Ball 1. 1 apiece. 1-1-1. Inside corner, check swing, but it's in there. Strike 2, 1-2. Chewing gum is Haley. Belfour getting his 6th pitch. Ooh, that arcing curveball misses outside. 2-2. Fans here enjoying the day. Some Beewolves fans back there too. Curveball. Oh, wow. He smashed it. It's an upper deck souvenir. Foul. Luckily, he pulled that one. I want to throw that pitch again. Inside corner, broke the bat. Foul. still 2-2. The crowd's getting into it here. They're excited about Haley's power. Curveball inside corner. It's going to Dexteris, who's going to throw back over to first and get him out. Good play, Dexteris.
All right.
How about Person? 0 for 2 on the day. Only hitting 125. However, he's not doing that great. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner. Strike. Belfour's got his act together. Throwing his 11th pitch. You're there for the strike and the sneeze. Last slider worked. Bless you, Belfour. Hopefully get him on 3 pitches right here. What do you think, Pete? Oh, just a little high on that curveball. No swing. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Hoping for one more here. Going at him. The curveball. He reaches down to grab it. Green's going to scoop it up, throw it to first. 3 out.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I like that. Top of the 7th. Hanley Dexteris, 1 for 3. Steve Monstour, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And Buster Biggs, 1 for 3. Nico Dickerson's thrown 19 pitches, and he's given up 1 hit. The score is knotted up 4-4. The Beewolves have out-hit the Warblers 8-7.
Dexteris up. He's only 1 for 3 on the day. He's having a hard time this season, but that's going to be 2 for 4, Pete. Looks like he got a little something back there. Maybe he'll turn things around out in the center field.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a little bit different look to these offensive Beewolves here. Steve Monstour 0 for 2 with a walk. He's got some power versus right-handed pitchers. First pitch is fouled off. 0-1. And there goes Dexteris, who's in there with a stolen base. No balls, 2 strikes to Monstour with Dexteris standing at second. There's a bunt. Perfect bunt laid down. Gets Dexteris to third base. Monstour is out on the sac. Sacrifice
Buster
bunt.
Biggs up. That was a good bunt because they weren't expecting it on 2 strikes. Buster Biggs up there. Ooh, that pitch was right in there. Strike 1, 0 on the count. Dexteris at third. He just needs a single. Swings at a bad pitch high and inside. Strike 2. That one he reaches out and it's going to first base. They're going home and they get Dexteris, Pete. Oh, they get that lead run. Going for that win.
Gina Torrens, the second baseman. She's 0 for 3, hitting 200 on the season. 2 outs, top of the 7th. And there's a shot by Torrens. It's deep. It's off the wall.
The run's coming home. Pete, the slide. He's in there.
Takes the lead, 5-4.
Torrens.
With a Torrens, a towering double off the wall in left field. Benny Balmer.
Benny Balmer's 1 for 3 on the day. Ooh, takes the first pitch. Good eye inside. 1-0 the count. Boy, Pete, we haven't seen the Beewolves ahead this whole season. That's the smash right to Schaefer at shortstop. Ends the side. 10 hits.
10 hits for the Beewolves, yeah, and 5 runs. I'll take it. Pewter Fisher, 1 for 1 with a home run. Milk Roosevelt, 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Uriel Erickson, 2 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Belfour threw 13 pitches in that first appearance, that first inning.
Number 27.
Uriel Pewter Fisher, the left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a home run and an RBI. Allen's fouled off along the first baseline into the stands, 0-1.
Hello, ladies.
Belfour delivers. Shot. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And Monstour went for the diving catch and dove over it, and the ball rolled into right field for a clean single for Fisher. Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman, he steps in. Fisher at first doesn't have a lot of speed. I don't expect any attempts for stealing at this point in the game. That one's out inside, ball 1. Allen's in there for a called strike, 1-1. Count has evened up. That's in there for a called second strike. He took a check swing at it. 1-2, no outs, top of the 7th. That's a shot into right field.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Go home, go home, go home, boy. It's way out in right field. The runner's coming for home, and they're going to score it and tie it up.
Tied it up.
Darn, man.
The triple. Uriel
That
Fisher.
thing bounced off the wall and rolled towards center field.
Center field rolled away from the fielder. By the time he was able to chase it down.
Go home. Oh, she waits.
Why
It
did
took
she
too
wait?
long. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Smash to the third baseman, who was late in getting the ball to home. So the Warblers have taken a 2-run lead. Oh, no, 1-run lead, 6-5. No outs, man on first. 1-0. And the Warblers have taken a one-run lead here in the...
Double play.
Oh, no. What the freak, man? Oh my gosh. Our superstar shortstop, Hanley Dexteris, could not handle an easy double play ball. So again, nobody out. Runners at first and second. And Tats Belfour having to, just work like a dog. That one's in there for a called strike. There's a shot into center field.
Come home.
The ball's coming in. They get him
yes.
at home. All right, so 1 out. Runners at first and second. We were able to hold the Warblers to a 1-run lead. Barney Schaefer, the shortstop, takes the first pitch for a called strike. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Warblers have taken a 6-5 lead. Second pitch from Balfour is in there for a called second. 0-2. That one's a little off the plate, as you heard the ump say. A little outside. 1-2. Oh, no.
She stops it, knocks it down. Get to third. Yes.
All right, so Ruby Green at third was able to knock the ball down. Dexteris corralled it and then flipped it to Green to get the force out at third. 2 outs. Nico Dickerson's going to get pulled for pinch hitter Dash Bugby. Dash Bugby is a power hitting pinch hitter. He's got good power, about average contact and speed. Tats Belfour may need to take a seat. His stats are really. Oh, that one's inside. Ball 1. It's his 29th pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 1-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. A little outside. 2-1. That one's inside. 3-1. Tats Belfour is a bit of a walk-prone pitcher. 3-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Belfour's thrown 32 pitches.
Engine cleaner. Pipe it in. Flush it out. Clean. Now pitching. Dusty Winder.
Dusty Winder going to come in for Tats Belfour. Winder throws a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Winder's got a 2.45 ERA with a .55 whip and 3 strikeouts. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Oh. Runner from second took off for third. A play was made, but unfortunately the runner was in there. So runners at first and third with 2 outs. That's a called third strike to retire the side. Dash Bugby, the pinch hitter, is going to be replaced by Presley Barrett, the relief pitcher. Presley Barrett does not have a lot of velocity, but his junk and accuracy are excellent. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. And he's going to be taking over the duties for his Warbler team that has taken a 1-run lead. Ruby Green, Johnson Swanson, and Dusty Winder are going to face off against Presley Barrett.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ruby Green.
Ruby Green, 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch by Barrett is outside, ball 1. That one's low, ball 2, 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Fouled off. Count is even, 2-2. Oh, over the outside corner for the called third strike.
Now batting, the catcher, Johnson Swanson.
Johnson Swanson, 1 for 3 for a single and an RBI. Swanson stepping up today. Pitch takes all day to come in, but it's a strike. 0-1 the count. Leans into that one and hits it between third and shortstop to Fisher. Left field's going to get it. Swanson. Who is this guy, Pete?
I don't know. He's coming around. Dusty Winder. He's locked in and feeling fit. Now one of the better hitters on the team. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Fouled off. Strike 2, 0-2. And there's a shot by Winder into
Run.
into
Everybody run.
right center.
Go. Uh-oh. He's caught in a rundown. They got back to second, Pete. It's a double, and they get that next run and tie it up.
All right, Dusty Winder, the relief pitcher, with a double.
He likes the high pitch, and he's got good power. There it is. Oh, but he pushes it, rifles it down the right side. Foul, 0-1 the count. That's a shot, but it's smashed right to Roosevelt at second. They go for the lead runner and get him at third, but there's 2 down, Pete.
Haley Dexter is the shortstop. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. He's in 167. First pitch to Dexteres. It's through the gap. Oh! Dexteres is unable to run it out.
He couldn't buy it.
But the Beewolves hang one on the board. We're knotted up at 6. Lennox Haley, Hubbub Pearson, and Pewter Fisher going to take a look at Dusty Winder, who threw 2 pitches and winds up with a strikeout. That's it's a weird stat.
Yeah. Dusty Winder here. Good velocity. He's going up against Lennox Haley. He's got power against left-handed pitchers, but luckily for him, Winder's a right-hander. Takes the first pitch in there. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. High pressure situation here at the bottom of the 8th. 6 apiece. Warblers, Beewolves. Beewolves with 6 runs. Inside deck. Oh, that goes back to Winder, who couldn't quite pick it up. Oh, and Dexteres comes in bare hands, but they couldn't get him in time. Now it's a super high pressure situation.
Okay.
How a person's 0 for 3, and they're going to pull him. They're going to pull him, and they're going to bring in Kite Hopkins, who's got better power, good contact, speed. The C-plus rated player is going to come in catching. The right-hander leaning back in the batter's box, waiting for the pitch. Ooh, that one's just under her hands. Ball 1, 1-0 the count. Winder's throwing the 6th pitch, a curveball. She pops that up. Swanson's looking for it. Underneath it, grabs it for the first out. 1 down. Ooh. Pewter Fisher's 2 for 2 with a home run. He's a tough guy to throw to. Dusty Winder's got to be careful. Oh, and goes ball on that first one. 1-0 the count. Not a lot of speed at first base. That's a fastball inside corner. Check swing, but it's a strike. 1-1-1. Bottom of the 8th. There goes the runner, but he pulls that foul. 1-2. And now he's ahead of him in the count, is Winder. Getting ready for his 10th pitch. He does a curveball in there, and he makes it, Pete. Nicely done, Winder.
Yes, sir.
Will Roosevelt with a triple, a double, and an RBI. He's another dangerous guy to have up here, Pete. He crushes him down the side. They got 2 outs. You just got to be careful. Ooh, there's that fastball in the inside corner. Doesn't go for it. 1-0 the count. Oh, and he smashes that. Ruby Green just go over her head. It's going into left field. Biggs picks it up, throws it over towards first. They're going to hold up there. They got runners in second and third with 2 outs, and the Warblers are threatening.
Third baseman, number 30.
Ariel Jackson's 2 for 4. And it's a dangerous situation here. The crowd on their feet. Dusty Winder throws the curveball, misses. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. That pitch on the inside corner, strike. Strike 1. 1-1, 2 down. That one's in there to change up. Outside corner doesn't swing. 1-2. He's ahead of him in the count. We'll see what happens here. He's losing a lot of velocity. There he goes, the strike on inside. Dusty Winder, way to go.
All right. Top of the 9th, we're talking Steve Monstour 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Buster Biggs 1 for 4, and Gina Torrens 1 for 4, a double and a strikeout. Presley Barrett threw 13 pitches.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Monstour playing first base today.
In the game, number 26.
Kite Hopkins coming out, the center fielder. She's going to be replaced by Liam Sherwood.
Liam
Sherwood, yeah. He catches and also plays outfield, apparently.
Yes, sir. He's about average speed. He's got a little bit better than average fielding and a little bit better than that arm.
Barrett's getting ready to throw a 14th pitch. He's got power against the right-handed pitchers this month. Stewart exercises that, but hits it right back to the
Ooh,
foul.
why?
Oh, swing him at strike
Why?
2. He's quickly 0-2. outside corner, he pushes it, goes straight to Schaefer at shortstop, gets him for that first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
All right.
Buster Biggs.
Buster Biggs, 1 for 4 with a single. He's hitting .273 with a home run and an RBI. Nobody on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Buster Biggs. 0-1. There's a shot. Drops in front of Roosevelt, the first, second baseman. Flips it over to first to retire Biggs. Gina Torrens steps in.
Not good so far. Torrens 1 for 4, but she's got a double, was her one. Maybe she could do a little something here, Pete.
Oh.
That's it. Up. But she hits it right to the first baseman. Haley, who's going to walk it down himself. 1, 2, 3. Going to the bottom of the ninth.
Bottom of the ninth. Ash Lewis, Edwin Chops, and Barney Schaefer. Lewis 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Chops 1 for 4 with a strikeout. And Schaefer 1 for 4. Winder's thrown 16 pitches, got 3 strikeouts, and given up 2 hits.
Now batting, the right
Ash Lewis is power incarnate. He is a power hitting right fielder.
Avery.
Dusty Winter going to take a seat. We saw some good pitching from him today. We're going to go with Smack Avery, the closing pitcher. He's got better than average velocity. His junk and accuracy leave a little bit to be desired. He's got a 4-seam fastball and a curveball. Ash Lewis, the right fielder, is tense. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1, bottom of the ninth. Scores tie, 6-6. That one's inside, 1-1. That's a pop fly ball into right field.
Oh, it bounces.
And it bounces in front of LeBoink.
Now batting,
A single.
center
Jeez.
fielder.
Edwin Chop, 1 for 4 with a single. He likes the inside pitch. We got...
We did it. Oh, no.
Where
Another
is
one.
Where is it? Oh,
Oh, you missed it in left. Oh, my gosh. Go to second. They get him. They got him at second base. Oh, my gosh. Ugly fielding here so far.
I'm getting a lot of lag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got some lag on that one. 1 out. The runner from second had to stay close to first in fear of being caught off base. Unfortunately, the ball dropped, and the right fielder was able to pick it up and throw it into.
No, jump. Oh my gosh.
That one's out of here. That's a 454-foot 2-run home run. Schaefer's first home run and second RBI of the season. The Beewolves lose by 2 runs off of a 9th inning home run by Schaefer.
He missed on that one. He missed. Didn't go where he wanted.
That was. Hey, look, it's a loss. We dropped to 0-3, and that stinks. But you know what? We scored 6 runs. We got 12 hits. So
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So Beewolves fall to the Warblers 8-6. The Warblers out-hit the Beewolves 14-12. Both teams committed an error.
And, yeah, I mean, like you said, the Beewolves finally got that offense. The Bats finally got going. 6 runs, 12 hits. They got that what they needed, but then it was a defensive letdown. They're struggling on the mound, I think, a little bit. And they're having a hard time keeping the opposition from hitting the long ball.
Yeah, again, the strength is in the rotation. Once we start, once the Beewolves have to get into their bullpen, they struggle. They don't really have any kind of bullpen beasts that they can bring in and help to lock things down. So, yeah, so that's what it came down to. I thought even knowing that, I thought we got some good innings out of Tats Belfour. I thought we got some good innings out of Dusty Winder. So,
Yeah. Well, Dexteris finally comes in, goes 2 for 5. Not great, but not bad. Monstour's still struggling. Buster Biggs comes in, gets 1 hit, 2 runs off it. Then, Johnson Swanson, 2 for 4 with 2 runs.
Yeah, he got a couple good hits there. Japani, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Really proud of the way the team played. from behind. I mean, they were able to pull back up and catch up a couple of times during this game. So, it's hard because it's a loss, but it's a much better loss than we saw in the first two games. Yeah. I'll take this one.
Warblers in the first two in their lineup, 3 for 5, 2 for 5, each with 2 runs. That's kind of what did it there.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about the pitching, I think, is one of the things about all three games is really it's the first 3 batters of all 3 teams that really kind of do the most damage.
Yeah. Yeah, and Schaefer, the shortstop, comes up and hits that timely home run in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, that's
a killer. That's the walk-off.
Yeah, there's the Beewolves pitchers are getting gassed. Japani came and did well for 5 innings, got 7 hits off for 4 earned runs, 6 strikeouts though, with 1 home run offer.
Yeah.
Balfour comes in afterwards, plays really good. He gets 1.2 innings, only gets 3 hits off and 2 earned runs. Winder goes 1.1, gets 2 hits off him. Those 3 strikeouts. So Winder really was like the standout. I think he gets the loss.
I love that because he got one of those strikeouts after only throwing 2 pitches.
Yeah.
So he comes in behind Balfour. Balfour got the first strike, and then Winder was able to put away the other 2.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then Avery, of course, he faced one hitter. Yeah.
Game-winning home run over that center field over the plants. So.
Yeah. But there was some poor play in the outfield. The reality is, if we could take it back, if the right fielder catches that fly ball, the center fielder catches that's the next fly ball. Well, when we're out of the inning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the hard thing to take is that a couple of misplays in the outfield, and that's really kind of what set up the situation. The Warblers. Okay. Gutierrez started the game, went 3 2/3. He gave up 4 hits, had 2 earned runs, walked 1 and struck out 3. Wells came in behind that and says no innings pitched. Did not, which is weird. But gave up 3 hits, 1 earned, and then Dickerson came in, pitched 3 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned, and then Barrett gets the win after pitching 2 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, and had 1 strikeout.
Well, the stars of the game, I'm kind of surprised at this. It's all Warblers.
I'm a little surprised at this as well. I would have assumed, but like you were saying, if you go back to the breakdown. I mean, really, Buster Biggs and Johnson Swanson. Biggs was 2 for 5 and Swanson was 2 for 4, so he's only hitting 500. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Roosevelt's 3 for 5. Milk Roosevelt for the Warblers went 3 for 5, a triple, 2 doubles, an RBI, and he scored 2 runs.
Well, that'll make you star of the game any day.
Yeah.
Barney Schaefer, the shortstop, we said he goes 2 for 5, gets that timely home run in the bottom of the ninth, 3 RBIs and a run.
Yeah, so that gives him, that's why he's in there. And then Pewter Fisher, the left fielder, he's 2 of 3 with a home run. An RBI, and he scored 2 runs. So, Beewolves gave up 2 home runs today. Again, not horrible, two home runs, but to a team that's not that traditionally hasn't really been home run hitters, which is weird because when you look at their lineup, they have a lot of power.
Yeah, and then there's the breakdown, Pete.
Tommy G with 6 hits, 4 RBIs, a great catch, and 3 strikeouts, 39%. I had 6 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 great catches, a stolen base, and 6 strikeouts for 61.
Well, so we may have misspoke. Are we in Colorado? Are the Warblers a Colorado team?
I guess so, because it's definitely a Colorado flag, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we've been getting it wrong. We even were rolling B-roll of the city there, downtown Salt Lake City, but. Oops, or something. I don't know. Well, so that's the post game, man. I mean, I guess post game show. What do you? Let's see. Let's go back to
the franchise hub.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, the schedule here. The Beewolves are going to go back home. They're going to face the Sawteeth. They got again another another homestand. We're going to play 3 more games at home. Only one of their first 6 games is on the road. Going to have the Sawteeth coming to town, followed by the Gold Coats and the Front Runners. So it'll be fun to see.
Yes, it will. And we'll get a look at Levon, who's the last pitcher in our rotation, and we'll have had a look at all of them. Like I say, let's hope that this signals something good here. 6 runs in a game, we'll get up against the Sawteeth, and we'll have to take a look at what we can do. Again, Levon is our 4th pitcher, which means she's probably, or he or she is our weakest starter. But you could probably say the same thing about the Sawteeth starter. That's probably the lowest starter on their roster as well. So we just got to hope we can continue to build on that,
Mm-hmm. Well, now the Warblers are the best team in the league. Still have never lost a game, and Beewolves tied for the bottom with the Grapplers.
0 for 3. Well, the Buzzards haven't won yet either, so they're 0-2. Overdogs 0-2. So we're not the only winless team in the league. There's still a couple of us out there. So
yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Well, who do we play next? We play the Sawteeth next. So where are they at? The Sawteeth are 1-1 on the season so far.
Oh boy, okay.
So they're playing 500 ball. They're a game and a half back. They are +2 in run differential. So how did we do with ours? We're at a -11. Oof, Jesus.
Jeez.
Even though it's because we gave up a lot. So
yeah. Well, all right, we're running a little bit long here. We're at over 1:15, or over an hour 15. So
okay.
I think we're gonna call it quits here from the Big Sky Field in, I guess, Colorado.
Yes, sir.
The Colorado Warblers against the. I guess it would be the. We'll talk about it. I think it's where's the Air Force out of? Is that that's what's it called? Anyway, we'll figure it out. Well, until next time, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, you're out of here.
Thank you, folks. Good night. Catch you next time.